How's it going, friends and neighbors? Day 75 here, my 75 hard, but that's not the topic that I want to talk about. The topic that I want to get into today is the open border, or the very secure border that the Biden administration has taken care of for us. Thank the Lord, Kamala Harris is on the job. But I was thinking about it with the old. So at first I was thinking, well, if they start World War III, they can get all these people to enlist, right? They'll draft them and they can send them overseas. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to trade in the pride and trans agenda for the immigration riots agenda, right? So I think either starting the end of this year or springtime next year probably, because then that it'll be brewing, it'll be boiling over by that point. As you can see in New York, they're having issues with immigration now, right? Because they're sending them up from the border. They're also talking about they want to start a stay in Texas policy, right? Remain in Texas. I mean, imagine if we just had like a say like a remain in Mexico policy. I mean that might have worked. Maybe, but I don't know. So what they're going to do is they're going to trade in the trans and the gay agenda for the immigration agenda, right? They're trying to get them work, so that they can work, which are going to take jobs from the working class in America. And then they'll be disillusioned. They don't speak, a lot of the people don't speak the language. They could be mistreated depending on, their actions, other people's actions in the community. And then there's going to be huge riots. That'll be, it'll kick off with some sort of protest, around some of the buildings that they're housing the immigrants in, I'm sure. And then there'll be some spark, and who knows if it'll be orchestrated by the feds or not, but it'll be used for an agenda, for the vote, right? And I don't think that it's gonna have. Well, what they could do is they could call in martial law if all the cities are on fire, right? And then we won't have an election at all. So yeah, I think it's gonna be riots of these new immigrants that aren't being absorbed into society. They're other than, right? They speak a different language. They even look different or whatever. And I'm not saying that that's, good or bad. What I'm saying is that it's going to be used for an agenda, and no one's going to win except for the powers that be. They'll use it for whatever nefarious actions that they have in store for us, right? And so if you have people fighting over immigration and immigrants and illegals, and then you're going to have people from the community protesting that, and then something's going to spark the riot, and there'll be a bloodbath, and then, someone, who knows, right? I don't know what'll transpire, but I do know that the plan is for the illegals to have an uprising in the major cities all across the U.S. We have over, what are they saying now? 22 million military-aged individuals, right? And what happens when you have, you got lack of work, you got lack of responsibility, you're being cared for, allegedly, right? But you don't like the care because it's not the same as your home country. It's gonna create a lot of disillusion in the American institutions, and it's gonna overwhelm the social service net for people, right? The safety net. It's gonna overwhelm that, and then even more of our federal organizations will be failing again, over and over and over again, like they always do. It's almost like planned obsolescence, right? If it fails, then people have no, there's no value in it, and then we'll look at it like, oh well, it's all just trash. Let's just burn it to the ground. And I think that this is to get rid of our Constitution in the long term, because the elites don't like the Constitution. They don't like the Bill of Rights. I always say we don't want equality. We want freedom, right? Because equal to who? You think they're gonna, like I've said it millions of times, or many, many times, they're not gonna bring you up to the Bill Gates level or the Jeff Bezos level or the Larry Fink level of BlackRock. You're not gonna be in BlackRock Vanguard Group or State Street. They're gonna bring us all down to living under the bridge level, right? I mean, we're housing a lot of these illegals in hotels, right? Something like, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, or it's like 100,000 or a little more, a little less a year per family, right? Family, right? Military age men. Let's call it what it is. But yeah, so that's what I believe, that's going to be an issue during this election year. They're ramping it up. Again, I said about the AI shit, there's going to be videos out. There'll probably be fake videos of people that look like me attacking immigrants, right? And there'll be deep fake videos, but they're going to have the AI detectors that these companies are building saying, oh no, that guy attacked blah 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 blah, and they attacked the immigrants. It was all sparked by white nationalists. That train's never late, folks. It's never late. All right, I'll talk to you later. But yeah, immigration riots are coming. I'm telling you, they're coming. That is the next thing. And if that doesn't work, there'll be a fake alien invasion. No problem. Take care.